Hello YouTube, what's going on? This is Jesse, and I'm back with another video on comparing API's test kit to Redsea's Marine Care test kit. And I've always used API for quite some time, but say it's time to upgrade and see if we get a more accurate reading. What the parameters are in the tank. So to start off, go ahead and do an ammonia test to see what the readings are in there. And today is Wednesday, so it's test tank Wednesday anyway. I normally test my tank on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. So right now I got some water that I took out the tank, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the first test with the ammonia, and let's see what the readings will be. And of course, most of us who's ever used API test kits, of course it tells you right on the bottles how many drops for each one. So ammonia says 8, so we'll start with 8. Alright. Give that a little shake. Now we'll go ahead and add the second solution. Give this a good shake. We'll set that aside and we'll wait 5 minutes to find out what the readings are for the ammonia in the tank. Next one we'll do is a nitrite. I normally don't do the nitrite test because the tank has already been fully cycled, and I know what my nitrite levels are. It's going to be 0, but we'll do it just for those out there who've never used the API test kit before and know what the nitrites are in the nitrogen cycle. And we have to administer 5 drops of this nitrite solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let that sit 5 minutes. Next one we'll do is a high range pH test. We'll see exactly where our pH is at right now. We'll add 5 drops of this solution. We'll let this one sit. Now with the pH of API, it says you don't have to wait 5 minutes, but I generally let it sit aside while I'm waiting on the other tests to be finished running their chemical solution. So it's not going to change anything by letting it wait a little longer. So hey, just leave it as it is. All right. Next one we're going to do is nitrate, and it comes with 2 vials as well, and it requires you to shake the second bottle for at least 30 seconds before you add, or after you add the first bottle of solution to your test vial. I like to just go ahead and shake both of them for 30 seconds. Alright, we'll start with the first one. It requires 10 drops of the solution. Alright, now after you add this second bottle of titration of nitrate, that's when you have to give this vial a shake for at least 1 minute and then let it sit, and it'll give us our reading. So here we go, 1 minute. This is one of the ones I hate doing the most, because I gotta sit here and shake my arm vigorously for a minute just to make sure we get this titration solution blended together. But hey, it's all well worth it in the end, because you want to make sure your nitrates are not very high in the tank, and depending on what type of tank you have as well. So if you have a tank that it's basically a dominant SPS, you definitely want to have those nutrients a whole lot lower. Alright, so I think I went over a little bit of a minute, but it is what it is. And we'll let that sit. And while we're letting that one, or letting all of those sit there and wait, we'll go ahead and do our water hardness test to see exactly where our DKH is. We'll give that a good shake. Now, pretty much with the water hardness or alkalinity, we won't want to add this drop by drop until we get from the bluish hue of the water till it turns yellow. And at the end, when it gets to that yellow stage, that's when we know what our carbonate hardness is. So I'm going to go ahead and add more than 4 drops, really more than 5 drops right now, because I know mine is well above that level. So here we go. Alright, stop. Give it a shake. As you can see, it's bright blue. Now what we're going to do is keep adding a little more of this solution.